Having spoken thus, Maharaj Nriga circumambulated Lord Krishna and touched his crown to the Lord's feet. Granted permission to depart, King Nriga then boarded a wonderful celestial airplane as all the people present looked on. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, the son of Devaki, who is especially devoted to the Brahmins and who embodies the essence of religion, then spoke to his personal associates and thus instructed the royal class in general. Lord Krishna said,
"How indigestible is the property of a Brahmin, even when enjoyed just slightly and by one more potent than fire. What then to speak of kings who try to enjoy it, presuming themselves lords? I do not consider hala to be real poison, because it has an antidote. But a Brahmin's property, when stolen, can truly be called poison, for it has no antidote in this world. Poison kills only the person who ingests it, and an ordinary fire may be extinguished with water. But the fire generated from the kindling wood of a Brahmin's property burns the thief's entire family down to the root. If a person enjoys a Brahmin's property without receiving due permission, that property destroys 3 generations of his family. But if he takes it by force, or gets the government or other outsiders to help him usurp it, then 10 generations of his ancestors and 10 generations of his descendants are all destroyed. Members of the royal order, blinded by royal opulence, fail to foresee their own downfall. Childishly hankering to enjoy a Brahmin's property, they are actually hankering to go to hell. For as many years as there are particles of dust touched by the tears of generous Brahmins who have dependent families and whose property is stolen, uncontrolled kings who usurp a Brahmin's property are cooked, along with their royal families, in the hell known as Kumbhipaka. Whether it be his own gift or someone else's, a person who steals a Brahmin's property will take birth as a worm in feces for 60,000 years. I do not desire Brahmin's wealth. Those who lust after it become short-lived and are defeated. They lose their kingdoms and become snakes who trouble others. My dear followers, never treat a learned Brahmin harshly, even if he has sinned. Even if he attacks you physically or repeatedly curses you, always continue to offer him obeisances. Just as I always bow down to Brahmins, so all of you should likewise bow down to them. I will punish anyone who acts otherwise. When a Brahmin's property is stolen, even unknowingly, it certainly causes the person who takes it to fall down, just as the Brahmin's cow did to Nriga.
Having thus instructed the residents of Dwarka, Lord Mukunda, purifier of all the worlds, entered his palace.
Thus ends the 64th chapter of the 10th canto of the Shrimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Deliverance of King Nriga.